What's up, YouTube? Got a late night crack, almost 4 o'clock in the morning here. Just finishing up on some packing. I already took these out and unscrewed them. I don't do M2 videos often, but wanted to get this done tonight. Trying to get all these cars cracked so I can get everything out. This is the Ford Econoline, Heller Hardware Company, Inc. We've seen these many times. I love this casting. If you're a collector of vans, can't go wrong with this casting, and it's been out quite a bit. I think I have probably 10 variations of it. Alright, next we have a 1950 Olds 88. With M2, I don't buy all of them. I don't buy many of them, actually. Maybe 1 to 2 cars per 6-car series, depending on the series. Some series I'll get more, but for the most part I don't do a lot of M2. Don't do the chase pieces. But I do, they have some pretty unique castings that you can't find with other brands, like this one, for example. The hood doesn't go down all the way, but it's a pretty sick casting. And they go all out with the detail. They're just very temperamental with the, it's nice that they have 48 pieces or whatever it is, but you just got to be careful with them. Surprisingly, all my M2 made it through the move without missing anything. No trim was lost. Really good detail. I mean, they do kill it with the detail. It's really nice right now as a collector to have 3 brands that do an awesome job, and another brand in Johnny Lightning that does a really good job. Here we got a Studebaker. So the M2 castings, these Studebaker trucks, the Apaches. The Apache is easily my favorite. It's just awesome to be able to pick them up. Really good engine detail again. I like this truck. I like the M2 trucks in general. They have opening doors. I don't mess around with them too much. Kind of tricky to get open sometimes. This one has a little tow hitch on the back. I would not recommend pulling a trailer with that, but you could hook up a trailer to it. Maybe a Greenlight trailer or something. You have the bubble effect on the canvas top. Really well done. Very well done. Reminds me of the Patriot Games Jeep from Greenlight, where you have that same effect with that soft top Jeep. Steel wheels. I like the vintage look of this truck. Very cool. A couple of pretty cool cars here. 1960 Chrysler 300F. They do such a good job with these cars. It's almost overdone, almost in a way. These are all metal body, metal base. Look at the detail on that motor. Sick. Metal flake purple color, white wall tires. Got your spare back there in the trunk. Some of these, like this one here and the Olds, are castings I don't have from M2. That front end. And I've never gotten into the M2 chase cars. I found a few of them. I trade them for green machines. You can't. Maybe you can. I can't collect every brand of chase car. So the one I decided to opt out of is the M2. And I feel pretty good about it now because some of the ones they've come out with lately have been really bad. Like the titanium chases. The titanium was a great 6-car set. It was a really good set. But the chase cars were horrible. The Raw was okay, but the Mustang and the Charger were horrible. They didn't do anything other than put a red interior in it. Who cares about a red interior? Just horrible. This casting is awesome. I forgot to say what this is. This is the Sun Valley Mercury. Here you go, Vic. 1954 Merc. Sun Valley. Look at that sunroof. This casting is dope. That's a dope casting. Brake lights. Sorry if I'm going through these too quick. It's late and I don't have a lot of battery life left. But yeah, that's a cool car. This one stood out like a sore thumb at the store. I was like, yeah, I gotta get that one. Alright, now these last few are titanium. This is the titanium F250 with a flat tire there. That makes me so irritated. I have to do a base swap and I'm like, I can't even use this base. So this base will stay on the titanium F250, which I need this in my collection anyways, so I really like the grill on this one. Is probably my favorite of all the variations. Just a cool truck. They did a really good job with this casting and they made it better. Look, another flat tire there. It's like they screwed it down too tight and just crushed the tire. These tires are more plastic than rubber. I don't think rubber would do that. I don't know. But they made it better when they put the lift on it. Which brings me to my next one here. This is the titanium 2-wheel drive variation, which you can't find in the stores. You can only get this if you make it. And I don't make it so much as to make the 2-wheel drive as I do to take the 4-wheel drive base off of this one, as I've done I think 4 times now. But had to put it on the AutoZone truck. This is going to look great next to the Edelbrock. But man, it just looks 100 times better lifted. Got the AutoZone decal in the back window. Let's see if I can focus this a little better. So this truck is just badass in and of itself, but when you take and you throw on some freaking awesome livery, like the AutoZone livery, and then on top of that you take and throw a 4-wheel drive base on it, that's just nasty. I think all of these engines are the same. Every single one of them, I think, is exactly the same. But it's really easy to do a base swap. You just take out the screw here up in the front, the screw here in the back, and then the one in the middle. Sometimes with this truck, it can be tricky because the cab and the bed are separate, and underneath they kind of hook together. so it can be tricky manipulating it off of the base. I did 2 base swaps, or I did 1 base swap, but to do 1 base swap, you have to pull 2 trucks off the chassis. One of them came right off. The other one took me about 10 minutes. But then they go back on real easy. So I love this truck. I'm glad that I did the 4-wheel drive swap on it. And then last we have the other Econoline here with the AutoZone livery. This is my only AutoZone set in my collection. I've had a bunch of them. Wow, look at that. I'll have to pull the tire off and trim that. No big deal. That's an easy fix. But I had the Apache, the AutoZone Apache set, and I had the Volkswagen set with the Beetle and the bus. And that was like last summer, a year ago, 14, 15 months ago. Ended up trading them, which I kind of regret because they're pretty pricey now. There's not a lot of them available on eBay. And this thing, I'm finding 2 at every AutoZone I go to, so I don't know if this one is going to be as scarce as the others, but it's definitely a better set. This car combination, or casting combination, with the F250 and the Econoline was an excellent choice. So, and I think, you know, lifting the F250 makes it better. Some people may like the 2-wheel drive though, and that's fine. Whatever you like, do. The auto lift is sick though. Black and orange. But really cool set. So that's the M2 haul. Sorry for a half-assed video. It's just late. I'm getting ready to hit the sack, and I had to get these opened up so I could get them put away, and just wanted to share. I still have a few more M2s. I have the Mopars from Vic, and I've got a couple of haulers I'm going to crack open. Those will probably be towards the end of all the cracking, because I still do have quite a bit to do. But anyways, I know people love their M2, and I like mine as well. I like my M2. I don't love it, but I do collect M2 a little bit. They just, like AutoZone, or like Auto World, and even Greenlight. Greenlight has a lot of licensing, probably, well, by far more than M2 and Auto World probably combined. But they all 3 need to expand their licensing when it comes to the manufacturers. I want import licensing. Can you imagine M2 with vintage, like Japanese and European imports other than Volkswagen? Could you imagine like an old Datsun, or like a 69 Nissan Skyline or something like that, or even a Ferrari, like an old GTB Ferrari or something like that, you know? They got to expand their horizons. But anyways, thanks for tuning in. It's been a long day. Got a lot of stuff to do tomorrow before we head out of town. We still actually might leave tomorrow. It's unlikely, but possible. So if I can, I will get another video done tomorrow, and then tomorrow's it. After tomorrow, it's going to be a week before you see any other videos posted on my channel. I might post something from Disneyland, but if not, it'll be another week. So I'll try to get something up tomorrow, but if not, I'll holler at you all in a week or so. Thanks again for tuning in to all the videos. I know I've been bombarding the channel with uploads the last couple days. Just been wanting to get these cars cracked open so I can get them put away. So thank you again. Hope you enjoyed the diecast, and I'll holler at the next video.